It is 7:30 and we are together reading Reddit stories. I came across a new one this week when I was trying to figure out what we were going to do. And it's hilarious because I have worked a bunch of jobs. Um, and I don't know that this has ever actually happened to me, but I have seen it happen to other people. And the title of this subreddit is I Don't Work Here, Lady. And I just think it's great because it's just people writing stories of when they were mistaken for an employee somewhere. So we're going to read some of those tonight. As usual, please jump in the chat when you get here and say hey so we can all say hey back. Like, share, subscribe. Please, please. I don't know what happened with Facebook this week. I was certain that I had put a link to tonight's show, and then I was like looking on my phone to try to share it again a few minutes ago and share the new background. And I couldn't find it. So hopefully you are here because you just like being here and you knew to come tonight. Sorry, I'm a little fidgety about it. But yeah, so again, please say hey. I do have my chat open so I can see your messages. I will say hey back. And yeah, let's read some Reddit and see what we can find. So our first one. Okay, there we go. She doesn't work here, but I do. I have a lot of stories for my retail days, so I thought I'd share a few here and there. For background, I used to be a supervisor for a local grocery chain and worked random shifts every day. At this particular time, each department had a different uniform color, but we were changing uniforms, so everyone would be wearing the same thing. While waiting for the new uniforms, the employees were allowed to wear regular shirts or polo shirts, but they had to consist of the colors white, dark gray, navy blue, or robinite blue, and have no writing on them. Pants had to be khaki or black. We also had very distinct name badges that were rather large with our name, the company name, and position title. To stand out, managers and supervisors wore red. Okay, so we've got some good context. We kind of have an idea what everybody's doing. Excuse me, guys. On this particular day, I had pulled a double shift working from 10 p.m. until 2 p.m. the next day. Oh, that's the worst double. Oh, the worst. Oh, okay. When I was done, I was going to do some grocery shopping, then head home to crash. My mom decided to come and start on the groceries for me, so it wouldn't take too long to finish. I'm not sure how old you are at this time. Okay, doesn't matter. At the time, she had just had both knees replaced and needed to use an electric cart to get around while she was still healing. On this particular day, she was wearing a blue jean jacket over a white shirt. White was one of the colors, remember? Shoot. Okay. I had already gotten off work, name badge in my pocket, and was grabbing something from a different aisle when I heard this guy start screaming at someone. I was curious and wanted to go see what was going on. I found this middle-aged man screaming at my mother to the point that she was in tears. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Immediately, I got between him and her and asked what the problem was. To paraphrase his rant and remove all the expletives. Okay. This lazy worker is rolling around in a cart meant for elderly customers and should be ashamed. She needs to get her fat butt out of the cart and do her job properly or be fired. Where is the manager? Oh, golly. I will admit, I don't get along with her most days, but in this instance, I went protective mode over her. I'll bet you did. Oh, I'll bet you did. I pointed to the walker attached to the front of the cart. Sir, this customer is obviously in need of this cart for a medical reason. She doesn't work here, but I do. I had taken my badge out of my pocket and put it back on my shirt in front of him so he could see my position title. And I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I will not have you in my store harassing customers as you see fit. Leave your alcohol and go. Oh, did we miss something? Did I miss something? Oh, okay. No, it doesn't say that he had alcohol, but there we go. Oh, gosh. Now, I had a reputation at my work as being calm and collected, but when my buttons were pushed too far, well, let's just say I've squared up with unruly customers who were threatening my staff before. That's boss. Our undercover security guys had been standing by and must have noticed that I was ready to knock the guy out. They moved in quickly to escort the guy out of the store and made sure he left the parking lot before I did. Did I get reprimanded? Yes, I did. For what? Not consulting the manager on duty and kicking out a customer while I was off the clock. Was it worth it? Hells yeah, it was. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I love that. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Some of the comments. First comment says, your boss is an idiot. I would have said thank you for sticking up for a customer. Yeah. I wish it were that way, but mind you, this boss also okay, so OP responds. I wish it were that way, but mind you, this boss also suspended me for getting injured during a shoplifting attempt. I was not even working that day. I was a customer when the shoplifter banged me hard in the chest. When I left, it felt liberating. I'll bet it did. Yeah, but I'll bet your staff loved you. Loved you. So a comment to that. How is that even legal? Someone attacks you and you get punished. Because you are supposed to, you're not supposed to get into a physical altercation with somebody who is shoplifting at most retail locations anymore. So, yeah, you violate the company policy, that kind of stuff, and it seems silly, but it is what it is. So that was a pretty good one. Oh, this is from a year ago. Lady, I'm not even British. Hee hee. Many moons ago, I was singing in England with my cathedral church choir. We were lucky enough to be singing in the chapel at Windsor Castle. Chapel at Windsor Castle. Oh, my heart. Anyway, it was pretty fantastic. Oh, I'll bet it was. While we were there, we were staying at a lovely hotel that had a fairly posh breakfast setup. The members of the choir were wearing polo shirts with our cathedral crest on them, as that is what allowed us access to non-public areas in the chapel. It was uniform adjacent, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, if you were high school age-ish. Yeah. Sorry. I was waiting for my breakfast at the hot food station when a lady tried to catch my eye. I, being a polite Canadian choir kid, smiled and nodded. Brought my food over to my table, but realized I had forgotten something. As I passed her, the woman grabbed my arm and asked, well, aren't you going to take my order? No. I replied, I'd be delighted to, but I don't work here, and it's self-serve. The lovely cook behind the line will help you out. Maybe it was my lack of British accent, but she did not like what I had to say. She started to ask again, but I quickly sat down and started eating. I guess I just have a face made for customer service? Maybe. Oh, okay. So first comment says, haha, you were lucky she didn't berate you for not speaking the language properly. And okay, so the next one I'm gonna try. It's gonna sound wrong, but obviously the first reply to that is a Canadian. No way. He was speaking it proper, you hoser. If she can't take the chirps, just drop the mitts on her. And then somebody says, take off, eh? What a hoser. Oh my gosh. That's great. I love the comments on Reddit. They just make me laugh. Oh. Comment says, I drive a tour bus. The final stop on the tour is a large chocolate emporium. The staff there wear black t-shirts with a large logo in white. I wear a teal polo shirt with a small multicolored logo. So why do random people keep asking me where specific kinds of chocolate are? Because they just figure you get to go in. Oh my gosh. Oh, tell me more about this chocolate emporium. Yes, I must know. It's called the Margaret River Chocolate Factory. It has free tastings. Where? Oh, should we click the link? Where is this? I need an address. No, I don't want to get on your list. No. Australia? Oh. Australia. Well, I don't know that I'm going to order chocolates from Australia. It's starting to get warm here. They might melt on my porch. But I don't know. It might still be okay. So, Margaret River Chocolate Factory. Let me just do this in case anybody is wondering. There's a link for you. Okay, there's a link for you if you want to look at Margaret River chocolate. You're welcome. All right. Let's see. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Did I lose you guys? Uh-oh. Did we start afresh? I don't know what's happening, guys. Somebody's going to have to help me out because I think maybe I messed up something. So we're going to just continue on because I don't know what has happened. So perhaps this is a two-part video. So if anybody's here, let me know what just happened, what I just messed up. And if this keeps like skipping or whatnot. I want to close that because I need to see what's going on. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do one more and then I'm going to try to figure out what's happening here because I think I messed something up. But anyway, we're going to read one more. So do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Oh. Okay. So this one, I work here, but not for the company. Oh, this is just from 10 days ago. Ooh, recent. So I recently started a new gig as someone who hands out samples at, let's say, Bulk Mart. Even though BM is where I go every day, I'm not employed by them, but rather by the company they contract to do this job. Let's call it Sampco. And most people who shop there aren't aware of that. They think we're just another part of Bulk Mart, even though our uniforms are noticeably different. All the employees wear an orange hat. We wear purple. We wear one solid color. They wear street clothes. But we get that one might think we have some knowledge of the store, so it's even mentioned and part of our training. We cannot leave our cart for any reason unless it's for break. Someone comes by to take over for you while you're gone, or to use the restroom. Break down the cart so no food is out, and turn it so no one can get in. If a guest needs help finding something, our instructions are to have the person find a Bulk Mart employee or go to the front to ask. Okay, good. There are rules, at least. We don't know the inventory or layout of the store beyond our personal knowledge and what we're selling for the day, and we're not responsible for helping the guests find anything. Again, not permitted to leave the cart, even to help the guests, although most of us try to give directions if we can. Okay, so let's see what happens on this particular day. I have a minimum of 6 I don't work here interactions a shift. I get it. At first glance, you just see an employee and you're distracted trying to find whatever it is you need. Most of the time, people realize the mistake right away, apologize, take a sample, and go on with their day. But the other day, I finally met the exception. Oh, good. I was pushing my cart, complete with a mini oven taller than me, and I ain't no shorty, to my spot when a man stopped me, asked for some sort of smoothie bowl that I'd never seen or heard of. I said, I'm so sorry, sir. I have no idea because I'm not Bulk Mart side, but you could check along this section because this is where it'd be. And cut me off to say, I already checked through there before starting to stomp away. I tried to apologize again and direct him to services, but he just gave me a dirty look and said, and you're not even going to help me find someone? And stormed off. With a cart, an oven, and the frozen food I'm supposed to cook? No. Man, the audacity of that guy had me rolling all day. I told my manager about it, and she reaffirmed that I'm not to leave my cart unattended if possible, especially given that I had the oven. Yeah, it only takes a second for a kid to hurt themselves. I hope he complained to guest services and they told him I did what I was supposed to do. LOL. Thanks for reading. Yeah, man. Somebody says you need a vest from your company that says you're a vendor. Opie says, won't help. Too many letters and some of them unfamiliar. Somebody said to that, yep, if they can't tell in under 0.5 seconds, they won't read it. OP says, it's printed on my hat and name tag. We also wear aprons that are a different color than any department of theirs, and most employees don't wear them at all. I used to work for a smoke shop, and there was a big sign on the front that said, ID checked upon entry. And yet people were still surprised to be carded. In a shop that sold tobacco only. I don't think a neon sign would help. Okay, so it's going to just be do. There's a lot of just nobody reads. But one person says, alas, many of us understand. We also deeply appreciate those sample snacks. Yeah, I think there's only one store left here that does samples. And it's the one I don't normally go to because it's too first world problems. It's too far away because it's the other side of town. Get over yourself, Katie. My heavens. Okay, let's see if we can find one more good one. What was the other one that I had saved? Do. Vocal stem. Do. Why don't you want to work? Oh, okay. I don't work here, but I'm a sucker for a lost soul. This is me in a store. I'll help if you ask. I'll probably talk to everybody too. Long time lurker, first time poster, please be kind. Listen, it's fine because I'm just a lurker. I have an account just so I can read other Reddits. Yesterday, I, 40s female, ducked into my local Kmart. Kmart? You still have a Kmart? Sorry. Okay. Ducked into my local Kmart to grab a couple of things on my lunch break. As I was walking through the lingerie section, I saw the saddest sight ever. A man, 40-ish, was standing in amongst the bras looking so lost, uncomfortable, and dejected it almost brought a tear to the eye. I nearly didn't stop, but my heart wouldn't let me, especially when he caught my eye and a look of sheer desperation crossed his face. He could clearly see I didn't work there as I was wearing a floral, floaty maxi dress, not the black polo pants combo. Mind you, about 3 minutes away, 3 meters away, was a staff member that was looking everywhere but at us. Oh, because they didn't want to go and talk to a man standing in the lingerie. Oh, everybody's so sad. Okay, so I asked if he needed help. Cue profuse amounts of thank yous, and then he launched into the tale of how he and his family had just moved here from interstate, and when packing, he accidentally threw out the wrong bag. What he thought was rubbish was actually some of his wife's clothes. So he had been banished to buy her a new lot of underthings, including bras. That's so mean. Oh, that's so mean. Because he's not going to get you the right thing. He's not going to remember what your bras look like. Oh, that's a harsh punishment. I spent about 10 minutes with him. He knew basically what he wanted, but couldn't find the bras that don't show straps under things or bras with the strap around the neck. I showed him the strapless bra section and explained how the straps are removable, adjustable, the sizing across the back and cup size, and general bra info. I left him one very happy camper, clutching his precious cargo to appease the wrath of an upset wife. I was happy to help a lost soul, even though I didn't work there. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. Oh, okay. So somebody asked the same question I asked. Where do you live that there's still a local Kmart? I thought they all closed years ago. OP says, I'm Australian. Our Kmarts are like your Walmarts. Oh. Have any of you guys been to Australia? I really want to go. I really want to go. Okay, so tangent, because we have time. So I finally got Netflix not until the pandemic, or like right before the pandemic, I think, like the Christmas before, because I wanted to watch Schitt's Creek, and that was the only place it was. And I am like so, I don't know how I slept on Australian TV. I really don't. Because there's one, two, there are three shows, and everybody's kind of there, because of Love on the Spectrum and whatnot. But this was before that. But yeah, there's one show in particular, and I'm going to mention it here. It's been off the air for ages because, and like a few years ago, they had their 20th anniversary special or something. It's called Kath and Kim, and they are just so funny to me. and they had like specials and whatnot. And I don't know. There's something about Australian TV that just cracks me up. And there's another show. Sorry, I don't know why my eyes are so itchy these days. There's just a couple of shows that I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But anyway, that is our tangent for tonight, our like main tangent for tonight. I know this is a very short video. I thought we were going to have some like juicier stories in here, but I guess it's not really a juicy topic. But let me know what you guys want to read next week. We can do some revenge. We can do some, I don't remember what this one is. Let's take a look. It's called, High Strangeness, r/High Strangeness. So this is going to be weird stuff. Maybe. I think this is kind of a grab bag. And conspiracy theories, maybe? So if you guys want to do one of those, we can try to find like paranormal stories, or if we want to just do sweetness, wholesome Reddit stories, and just have a sweet night, we can do that too. Let me know. I'm going to get stuff put together for the Hallowed Hearth. We're going to talk Bigfoot again tonight. So hopefully this was one continuous video. If not, I really apologize. And some of you got the first half and some of you got the second. But yeah, have a great night, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.